welcome back to Gen Z Solutions, where we're discussing expectations versus reality, the college edition. And Josiah and Asia are here, and they're giving some very interesting and good information to people, especially high school students planning to go to college. But I wanted them to talk a little bit about their major, and so you can know what to expect, because it's different. College is a little different based on your major.
Yes.
So you talk about your major, and then you can talk a little bit about yours.
So my major is finance with a minor in management information systems and trust management. So basically all that is so management information systems is part of the IT department at the University of Delaware. And finance is a pretty broad field, but what I want to do is investment banking, and I want to combine technology with financial algorithms and find new ways to make financial markets across the world more efficient.
Okay. Sounds like a very aggressive goal, yeah, which is good, which is great. Ambitious. That's the word I want to say. Ambitious goal. Awesome. And what about you? What's your major?
My major is art, but I will be switching to visual communication soon. And the reason why I'm in art right now is because as a transfer student, they wouldn't allow me to go right into visual communications because they expect all of the new students to come in as art majors and then take some time before they decide whether they want to go into visual communications, which is more of the graphic design and marketing oriented side, and then the fine arts side is the other side where it's more focused on making artwork for, it could be for galleries, or if you're selling your own artwork or making murals, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two different sides of the art world, and my focus is on more so the marketing side because I'm interested in mainly small businesses and local businesses and getting their message out there and getting people in the local community to give them business because it helps the local community thrive better.
That's awesome. And I like that because I'm a marketing professor. So this is the creative side and this is the business side. And there's two sides, to marketing. It's a business as well as it's a creative side to it. So I really like that. So that's awesome. So you were telling me you both were telling me being prepared for college is important.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you prepare, Asia?
So when I was in high school, I took a lot of honors classes and AP classes. Well, not a lot of AP classes, but I took a few of them. And the main takeaway from that is having good work ethic. And so that's essentially having the discipline to get your work done on time and get the large amounts of work done at the quality you want to be graded. And I would say that it's different from what you would expect it to be, where you would think that it would be focused on your skill, but a lot of it is focused on how much work you can do, how hard you can work at it, and that differentiates a lot of the honors classes from the CP classes. Mm-hmm. And that differentiates whether you may be able to handle the college workload or not. So I would definitely say focus on taking classes that have a lot of work, even though it's not really appealing. And then the important thing is to remember to work throughout the week, not to try to cram it all at once, but to split up large assignments, large projects, or large amounts of homework into smaller sections. And a lot of times, the part that teachers don't really tell you is that you're supposed to take a break in between. So it's okay to spend half an hour, maybe even 10 minutes. Some people work in very small bursts, but you work your hardest and focus on just your homework or your project for a short amount of time or a long amount of time, however your brain works. And then you take a quick break and you come back to it. Because if you don't give yourself that time to rest, you'll burn out and you'll get distracted from hunger or fatigue, things
Yeah.
like that.
That's true. I agree.
So one of the big things that I think a lot of people don't really tell you in preparing for college is that college you're going to be challenged, and that's in every aspect. Even inside the classroom. In high school, it's very easy to get by, doing the homework, maybe participating in a few assignments. But in college, the professors want to hear from you. Okay, they want to hear about they want to see how you think, and you're going to be. They want you to think. They want you to voice your opinions. That's why there's a lot of writing assignments to hear what you have to say. And sometimes a lot of people think of it as professors maybe getting on people, but they want to see how well you can process information, internalize the information, and then regurgitate the information into a way that's personalized to your experiences and in a way that you've made it almost your own. And that's really what learning should be, is making sure that you are not only retaining the information, but you're retaining it to a point that you can explain it back out if you had to. So it's going to be challenging, especially if the classes that you took in high school weren't necessarily ones that pushed you outside of your limits, whether that be just with work or participating in class. So if one of the little tips I would give to aspiring college students is take a step outside your comfort zone. If there's an AP class that you're a little weary of taking just because you don't know who's going to be in it, you've heard bad things about the teacher, take it. You're going to be grateful in the end that you stepped outside your comfort zone, you learned more, and you're going to grow from it. So that's one thing, is don't be afraid to take the next step.
Okay, that's really good. That's really good. So we got, business, advertising professionals, and I can see that you guys are going to be very successful in your careers, of course. So we talked about academics and how the new life is at University of Delaware, but let's talk a little bit about clubs and organizations. I know everybody's different. Everybody has different personalities. So let's talk about, what kind of clubs and organizations, and, you go ahead first, Josiah.
So the University of Delaware has about 400 RSOs, which are registered student organizations, and there's something for everybody. And if there isn't something for you, you're more than welcome to start your own, and I'm sure that you'll find people in the 24,000 people that are at the University of Delaware that share your same interests.
He's a numbers guy. He knows the numbers. Okay, go ahead.
So it is a little daunting when you look at how many organizations there are, but a lot of the schools or colleges have RSO fairs. So like my college is Lerner College School of Business and Economics. And September 12th they had the Lerner RSO fair where you could go and see some of the RSOs that were more tailored towards business majors and people that are more interested in money and knowing how money moves through hands across the world. So one of the clubs that I was interested in was the Blue Hen Investment Club, which actually invests $2.5 million of the university's endowment, and they beat the S&P 500 for for a few years. I want to say maybe like 3 or 4 quarters. So they've been doing a good job. So they know what they're doing. They have good leadership inside the program. So there's definitely something for everybody. Even some fun stuff, even some fun clubs. If you're into chess, Dungeons and Dragons, there's something for everybody. So getting involved is going to change your college experience, and it's definitely going to make it better.
Yeah. What about you, lady?
I haven't really gotten involved in any clubs yet, and I'm not sure if I'll join any clubs, but mainly my interaction with people at the college is hanging out with friends outside of class, and sometimes that's a little refreshing. But personally, for me, I've always been more focused on the long-term goal, so I've been focused more on my assignments and things like that. And when I have free time, I prefer to relax by myself and watch TV and things like that. So
And not run all around at all these clubs. And
yeah, I don't really care much for the clubs, but I could try out something, go to an interest meeting or something like that.
But you both, I don't want to lose you from different IM because you got to train, only unless you train up some new leaders, then I'll release you now. But yeah, different IM is outside of the university, but it's important because it's in the community too, and it can help students in the community. So so that's great. You also told me that you were appointed vice president of the dorm.
Yes, I was offered. I got an email today that I was offered I was nominated by some of the people that live inside the dorm for vice president of finance for the dorm, which is a pretty interesting position because each floor has the name. I think they're net captains, and they can basically throw like little study. They might have a study night here, and they want to order pizza. They might have a movie night, and they want to order some snacks or something. So they have small budgets for each floor, and they can have fun events every now and then. So as the VP of Finance, we want to make sure that all the budgets are in order and everything's accounted for. And I think it'll be a great experience for what I want to do in the future. And I want to have fun too. So I think I'll be able to meet a lot of new people and definitely expand my horizon.
Okay, awesome. Wow, you guys are doing great. I'm proud of you. As an advisor to different IM and also a co-founder, and I really think that as we go along, it'll take off, and we can start to grow different IM and connect students in the community. I mean, not just from UD, but from Wilmington University, from Widener, and from the area schools, and then maybe we can go beyond Delaware. That's a cool vision, wouldn't it be, Grace?
Yes.
To go beyond Delaware? Awesome. Well, I want to thank you both, and we will be back. We will be back again, and maybe we'll bring some other members of different IM, and we'll have a discussion on a different topic. But if you have any questions, please visit us at our website with all the information. It's different. You tell her, because she built the website, so you tell them where to come to find out more.
It's different-im. Is it org or com? Which
.org.
one do we do? Oh, sorry. It's different-im.org.
Okay. And then what is the Facebook page or the Instagram? What do you want? Instagram, right?
Yes, for Instagram, it's different_I_am. And then for the Facebook page, we can just search different IM and it will come up, or at different IM too. And that's both for Facebook.
Okay, good. So there's lots of ways to reach us. And, we're looking for new members. We have a little criteria, which number one criteria is commitment. And then we'll teach you leadership skills as well, and also you'll be able to impact your community as well. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Josiah. Thank you, Asia. And I appreciate the work that you're doing with everything, different I am, even though you have such a heavy workload. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.